What's going on, guys? What's cracking? Working on my car, believe it or not. So this is what I'm doing right now. I got all my stuff back from powder coating from Brad Decker. Did a great job, got everything powder coated up, installing the pipes. So in the top one here first, I do need stealth clamps, BB or BBS right here. He was kind enough, he said, dude, I got some extra ones. Why don't you use mine? I said, bro, bet. So I'm gonna use his because it cleans this up a little bit. Those, yeah, it just doesn't look as good. I need to get some for here. I just need to clean them up. And now some people are gonna say, well, Ryan, why don't you run Van Jan clamps? And those are cool. You know, those Vibrant HD clamps, that kind of stuff, it's awesome. Not $140 awesome for one clamp. When all these couplers, all these clamps combined probably cost, I don't know, 40 bucks. And they don't fail. They don't have problems. I mean, when all these big companies aren't using them, you know, like when I see like T1 and AMS using a hose clamp and a rubber seal, I kind of trust them. So the HD clamps still look awesome, and I'm probably gonna try it on the wife's car, but for my car, nah, don't need it. So that's just what I wanted to speak on quick. I got some other parts that are powder coated. That's the lower pipe, and you can see my fingers. Now, you'll see two parts here, and you're like, Ryan, why did you powder coat these? So this is the rear tow hook, and this is actually the exhaust hanger. These things were so rusty, I can even show you under the car. I need to actually drop the subframe in her, so the car is very nice, but the subframe has surface rust on it and stuff, and it needs to be done, but that's something I'm probably gonna do next winter. Obviously, with the twins coming, I need to get everything else running. It's not gonna hurt anything, and it's one of those things I can literally unbolt and then powder coat, paint, do everything, and put it back in. The rest of the car underneath is fine. It's just that was exposed. These items, I went ahead and did them though, because they were back there. I could take them off the bolts real easily. This I wanted to do because I was gonna put the exhaust on. I'm like, well, I might as well go ahead and do this. It was rusting out, and I didn't wanna put that on top of the beautiful new exhaust. Same with this. You can actually see this hanging down below the bumper, and I could see some rust on it. I'm like, all this nice paint, I don't want to be able to see a rusty part underneath the car, so I'm like, let's go ahead and take care of that too. So let's go ahead and bolt this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now, I just put them on, and now it makes me want to do everything else, but it's one of those things I have to pace myself. I know I've got other things to pay for and do, so I've got to pace myself. But again, it's something you'll never see, but let's get under here. And yes, I've got someone else in the lift, so I can't use it. So that looks so much better. That does too. And I painted this too, back when I had everything off, but look at my undercarriage. Again, a lot of that surface rust of that stuff, and that's overspray from when it got painted years ago. Again, shit like that, this panel here, which actually protects your exhaust and stuff from tire kickup. It's stuff like that that needs to be done, but it can be bolted on, and it can be done now after the fact. I can take the whole subframe, all those parts off, and have them powder coated, cleaned up. I think I'm gonna have the subframe powder coated just because it's one of those things that, I don't know, you do it once and just be done with it, because you don't really replace their subframe. The only thing I'll probably do is have it bead blasted, then have it checked, and I'll probably have it stitch welded to strengthen it up some. I know that Grannis offers a really beefy setup, but it uses 100% solid mounted bolts directly to the body, and I don't want to be doing that. So that's one reason I kind of want to stay away from that for now. And this still has the unfortunate only one bushing in it. I'm waiting to get a new diff because this car will need a different diff to use this Aristo transmission. So yeah, trying to do a couple things right now, trying to get this squared away, but wanted to show you that this looks much better, and I just wanted it done because again, you could see this from behind, and then I didn't want to put the brand new exhaust and hangers, didn't want rust falling down on it from there. So yeah, getting close, guys. Now, I did get another part, but it's not for her. This is for my car. Look at this. This is a massive drive. I mean, look at the steel in this. This is a massive drive shaft loop. I don't think I've ever seen one this big. It is heavy. I bet 15 pounds. I mean, it's chunky. The point of this is to put around your one-piece drive shaft. If it does break, it doesn't smash up against your car or cause your car to do the dreaded pole vault, where it digs in the ground, your car lifts up, and you have some serious issues. Now, I can't thank Ryan enough for this, so I'm just gonna put this here. He wrote it like this, but I'm also gonna make it here so you guys can see it a little bit better. But Ryan Burnett, his name is @thatjellybean Supra on Instagram. If you want to hit him up on Facebook too, he's been selling these like crazy. These are, I believe, $139. I'll try to correct myself if that's wrong, but these are powder coated and they are solid. I mean, look at my hand, look at my finger next to the steel. I mean, if you break this, we got some other serious issues. Now, people are concerned, like, how does this bolt up? This goes into the two holes that use the middle bearing on a factory drive shaft. I believe those are 17mm bolts that are in there, so that's gonna hold this easily. I wouldn't even think twice about it, and yeah, it'll be just fine. So again, Ryan Burnett, thank you. I'm not putting this on today, guys. I would love to show you. I'll show you that in another video. Unfortunately, I got Colton's car there. I've got her car there, trying to play musical cars. It's just a pain, so unfortunately I won't be able to do it today, but I will have a video for you eventually to show you what it looks like. But I wanted to go ahead and give Ryan that big shout out because I appreciate getting stuff like this It saves me a ton, and I like getting quality parts. So I did end up getting the intercooler piping on also, and this does look awesome. Again, I kind of wish I would have moved this out of the way, but now that it's there and it's all blacked out, it doesn't really bother me for the fact that I can easily get to it if I need to change it out. Same thing with the blow valve being right up top. It's really easy to get to. Vacuum lines make it easy. Now, one thing is, I probably need to adjust it over more, but it's hard to tell. It looks like, Ryan, it's gonna hit there. But because that neck's down at 3 inch there, it actually gives me like another ½ inch around that area. It's hard to tell in this video. You're like, Ryan, I can't see it. Trust me, there's room there. The only area I'm worried about right now is around this bend. After talking to Bob Wilkinson, he said when they've had issues with pipes blowing off, it's been right around this area. Now, that being said, I didn't realize my old intercooler piping had the bead roll around a bend down here by the intercooler, and at 30-31 PSI, that has never blown off. Now, is that saying it can't happen? Absolutely not. It still can, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So I'm going to hope this works. If it doesn't, then I'll have to get new pipes made, and I'm out a shit ton of money. So it would be a life lesson learned, I guess, but I think this looks really freaking good. Again, look at that. Gosh, just look, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. Get those stealth clamps, black this out completely. I think once we get black clamps, this will really bring it all together. The only thing I do wish I had is my radium fuel regulator is green, which is their like color. They didn't have black at the time, so I got that green one. Stinks, but I don't think anyone's gonna nitpick about that besides me. But we've got more parts here for her car. So these are Toyota parts, and these are some good ones. These ones here, I didn't even know you could buy these, but I did find them. These are the inner plastic liners. Yes, there's plastic liners that go in the door, so when you take the, I guess, what would you call the door panel off for the window switches and stuff, back behind you, you'll see this plastic liner. Toyota sells these brand new still. I took hers off and kept it nice, but I'm like, oh, look these up. These are like 25 bucks a piece. Yes, it is a little salty for some plastic liners, but that does come with the hard plastic for where your speakers go and stuff. I was like, screw it, I'd buy them. I haven't opened them up yet. I'm gonna have to figure out the black caulking stuff they used on the doors. So I was pretty stoked about that. There's the part numbers for both. There's one side and there's the other side. I'm not gonna read out the part numbers anymore. You guys can pause the video and figure that out yourself. Some other things you need to buy, these are the door covers. These are the striker covers. These go over the actual striker plate area for your door. Hers were just getting a little dinged up. These are actually kind of salty. These were truly salty. For as small as they are, I thought these were a little overpriced, but it's those things where it is what it is. I got for both sides because if we're gonna replace one, replace the other side. Now these parts are specific to holding on the actual brake vents in the back. These are the little black clips that go in the back of the vent itself, and then these go into the body. I bought extra of both, again, just to be safe. And then same with these here, these go into the body itself too. I might have to remove it and put it back on because it's not sitting on there perfect and I'm not happy right now. So I'm gonna replace those. Again, let's get you some part numbers. So there's for those little white ones. There's for these clear ones, there's the part number. And these little black clips that go into the back of it, there's the part number. Now for the striker covers, I'll get both at the same time. And there you go. So there's your guys' part numbers. The last one we have, this is the black trim that I showed you that goes inside the door. Again, I'll show you where this goes. This goes inside the door. Hers was like broken, and you can feel there's literally metal in this that can only bend so much. So I'm hoping they didn't screw it up by having it bent like this. If they did, I'm gonna ask for another one. But here's the part number for it. 62311. That's part of the reason why I want to record this, because when I got shipped like this, I wasn't too thrilled because I'm like, there's metal inside of there. I hope you guys didn't destroy it. If you did, I want another one. So let's put all this stuff on. I don't think I'm gonna put these on today. I'm gonna wait a little bit. There's more stuff I need to do inside the door first, and I don't want to be taking those on and off, but I will be putting the rest of the stuff on. Okay, so her car's in here in the center now, guys. I've been doing a lot of things, but wanted to go ahead and show you this. Now I gotta be careful where I open the door to here, because I don't want it to, will it get over that part of the lift? It will. Perfect. So I want to show you guys a couple things. So first off, this is installed now. That's that rubber trim piece I was talking about that they had wrapped up and I was worried about. You can see it goes the whole way along and up to here and over there. It was like bent and rusting before. Really weird, right? So I wanted to go ahead and replace it. I could have, again, put the old one on, but it just didn't look right. The other thing I did was a striker plate. You'll see some like discoloration here too. I was wet sanding stuff there. I need to finish buffing it. You can just see the oils from my hand make it kind of disappear. But this is the striker plate. It's a little solid. I think they're like 20 bucks for these things each. So $40 just for these covers, not the metal part, just the plastic cover. Hers were all scratched up and messed up. Again, from last time we were leaving like the door belt or the seat belt and stuff out in the door. So I wanted to get that fixed. Again, I just think that looks better. Again, the plastics are all in here too. The only one on this side is this mark here. It kind of bugs me. But again, this is inside the door. You'll never really see it. But you know, me being me, I want it to be as nice as possible. So guys, I'm very happy with the way everything's turning out. Again, I'm trying to do this as OEM as possible, again, within reason. I just want to keep saying this. The point of this car is to set realistic, nice expectations. Some people are like saying, well, Ryan, you are going overboard. Yes and no. Like, I mean, there's other guys out there like Devin Poorman, the guy Boosted Nut out there in Canada. There's a lot nicer cars out there for sure. This is supposed to be a truly drivable car. I want it wrapped, I want it nice, but I want her to drive it. I want to drive it. I want the same thing with my car. I don't like building these cars and then them sit. I enjoy building them, but I enjoy driving them. I know you guys never get to see it, but when I'm driving, I don't like to record it because that's my happy place. That's my time to enjoy myself. I don't want to worry about recording or talking. I just want to listen to music and cruise. That's it. That's all I want to do. That makes me like the happiest of happy. And that's right now, obviously when the kids come, they'll probably make me even happier. But right now, that's like one of the happiest of happy things for me. You know, I have 3 things that I enjoy in life: the cars, my wife, and now it's going to be my kids. I actually enjoy spending time with my wife. It feels like everyone I talk to at work is like they can't get enough time away from their spouse. I work from home and I see my wife every day, and I'm glad I do. I really like seeing her. But anyways, back to the car here. I got a lot of stuff done. Another thing we're gonna do when this is all done is the car is going to be covered in Modesta, the whole thing. Let me explain what I mean. So that also means the engine bay. So John is gonna take Modesta and coat this because, you know, just like anything you can see here, I've been using these rubber mats, which I highly recommend these, especially once you paint your engine bay. Plus, it helps me find my tools. The tools I was leaving up on the cow or here or there and I was losing all the time, this thing being bright green, I know my tools are on it. And then when I'm done, I literally just pick that up and take the tools over there. Highly recommend this. This is one of the small ones, and then they have a massive one that's like 2.5 times this size. I use even more. I usually have it sitting up on the glass, but these are washable too, so don't worry about that. Again, not a paid advertisement, but highly recommend them. Again, for the engine bay is going to be coated. Right now it's kind of dirty. I don't even like rub my hands on it. The whole engine bay needs washes from being in here, dirt, dust, grime. My wife does park in here, so that door goes open multiple times a day. I don't like petting my cars, quote unquote petting, meaning wiping it down because that incurs scratches. Yes, I know it is wrapped, but it's just like anything. The less you touch it, 9 times out of 10, the better off you are. So as long as it's clean to me, like that hasn't been washed in months, but it's too cold so I can't do it. I'm not gonna wipe that down. I'm gonna wait till I can foam it, wash it properly, clean it, and then detail it. That's why I like to do it. One last thing I wanted to show you guys, that door plastic, what I was saying is, goes on the inside part of the door here. You can see where the rubber part was before. It's that door plastic goes here that keeps the moisture from that's here coming into the cabin. It gives you that not so good smell. So that's the reason. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can probably cut one out of plastic yourself, but for the cost of those, and it has the hard plastic piece where the speaker goes into. So in my opinion, worth the money. But yeah. On that note, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Sorry this video was not a whole lot of detail, but I want to give you guys some update on this car. I've been doing Colton's a lot here. You guys have been seeing that a ton. I've got a lot more to do with this. I got a fuel system to do. I've got new coilovers for the car. You guys probably saw it if you saw it on Instagram. So show you guys the difference, and hopefully when we get out on the road, it should ride a lot better. So, all right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.